Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this very, I know I say all our shoots are special, but this is special. Not only because we're tasting a very special wine, but we're in the middle of the Karoo.
We thought it was time to unwind. So it's a story that brought us here, and the wine that we're about to introduce to you is also a family that's about stories. And we met this amazing artist and florist, and he invited us before lockdown to come out. We finally have the opportunity to come out, and we packed some trusted favorite wines to come along with us. And as the Van Loveren brand is also about stories, it was a perfect match to bring this along.
Allow me just to try and create the atmosphere at the moment. So outside it is cold. It's probably about 6-7 degrees. It's very windy, hence why we couldn't shoot outside. And here we are in this most amazing little farm cottage with a fire going, with some amazing Sauvignon Blanc in our glasses, and who knows what's waiting for us for the rest of the day, actually. But let's tell us a little bit about the property, Sam. You're very familiar with Van Loveren.
I love the whole farm because I've done the hiking trails. You've got the bistro that's always doing something new. There's all these different wine ranges, and I think maybe because it's the Retief family that made this brand, and they bought the first farm. Henny Retief bought the first farm in 1937, and but it was passed down with the name Goldmine, Goudmijn, and because the previous owner bought it obviously for
the goud.
No, with a lot of money, so he thought he bought a gold mine. And it was only then later they renamed it after his young bride John, after her ancestor
Christina
Van Loveren, and that's how the name then became popular, or became a household name, really, because of all the different styles of wine, from de-alcoholized wines to fuller wines. But there's always something for the dinner table.
Exactly, you said exactly that. I think throughout all their ranges they've put a lot of thought into it, obviously. And there's something for everybody. There's somebody that's being introduced into wine, there's somebody that drinks wine regularly, and there's somebody that takes wine to a different level. There's something for everybody, and will be rewarded with every single range.
And it's a kind of, this specific style of wine, of Sauvignon Blanc, is the wine that I like. White wine in winter for us is nothing unusual.
Sure.
But think of boboties, like food think of macaroni and cheese, think of a chicken curry.
But like we had last night, most amazing pork chop.
From here,
exactly.
Proper.
So this is you can go on and on and on. But this is the 2021 Van Loveren Sauvignon Blanc. And if the 20 and the 19 vintage are anything to go by, the 19 double gold Michelangelo, 20 gold Michelangelo, this 21 is definitely on its right path. And in the glass it's spectacular.
Well, my opinion, why a wine like this will be awarded is because when you take a sip, firstly you've got this really pungent aroma of gooseberry and tropical fruit,
kiwi,
and then when you drink it, it really it really engulfs your mouth with that same kind of pungent flavor that lingers on your palate. So the wine really packs the punch. It's really got good intensity.
Sure.
And something like that will stand out in a lineup of different Sauvignon Blancs. It's got character. Character is, to me, very important when it comes to Sauvignon Blanc.
No, as much as character is important to you, for me it's balance. And this one is exactly that.
There's a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah, but and then once it gets to the mid palate, the sweetness fades away, and you get that lovely freshness and nice crisp acidity that comes through. I think it's at 12.5% alcohol, which is really nice and light. And everything just integrates so harmoniously. And obviously the recipe to an amazing Sauvignon Blanc.
It's got like crunchy apples if you put your nose into it.
Yeah. Just starts the rain falling.
And the wine ends dry. It's a dry wine. It's a fruit-forward wine.
Sure.
And it's like really jumping out of the glass.
Absolutely. And just before we end, the new packaging is amazing.
Yes.
If I may, quickly show you the Van Loveren new packaging. Oops, there goes my wine. Really
They've
special.
recently relaunched the packaging, and that's another thing that makes him so smart, and that makes him so competitive in the industry, despite all these generations as a family, and never to fall back. They always stay on trend. They always do something new. You go to the winery, you can do, I don't know, 10 different kinds of pairings. I mean, you've got to be resourceful and you've got to be innovative to be able to let a brand like this live on.
And just one last thing, Sam, I think we really need to mention the fact that what Van Loveren estate does for ecology. With the fact that they've got, I think you mentioned this morning, 800 solar panels on the roof of the
30% of the energy they generate is green.
I mean, 600 hectares put aside just for conservation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
they give back. They give back.
And may they receive a lot back too.
Yeah, and may you as the viewer give back by going and buying some
wine.
Enjoying,
this wine is exceptional.
You won't be disappointed.
Exceptional. Van Loveren, thank you very much for the opportunity, for the privilege actually, and allowing us to taste this very special wine. We look forward to tasting the rest of the range.
Yum.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers from the Karoo.
Cheers, absolutely.